This week, the nation's biggest battery and electric vehicle exhibitions kicked off, attracting hundreds of global companies with their newest products. With this, we take a look at the battery industry this evening, which has been spurred on by rising global EV sales, but growth has begun to slow. Our business correspondent Moon Hye-ryeon joins me in the studio to discuss how domestic firms are keeping the industry afloat. Welcome, Hye-ryeon.
Good evening, Jung-min.
Evening. So what's the latest in the battery industry?
Well, as you mentioned, the EV market has been experiencing stunted growth and the battery market could be following suit. Recent data has shown that EV sales grew by just over 30% in 2023, which is half of that seen the year before. So I want to take a look at how South Korean firms are responding to this development with their latest technology. As countries around the world seek ways to reduce their carbon footprint, electric vehicle batteries have emerged as an up-and-coming industry. To help domestic firms maintain traction in this market, the South Korean government pledged to foster research and development for batteries this year.
We will invest more than 500 billion Korean won in R&D over the next 5 years for the development of next-generation batteries, low-end batteries, and eco-friendly technologies.
Last year, the country's battery exports amounted to just under $10 billion. And as a market leader, South Korea showcases the newest battery trends every year. This year's Interbattery and EV Trend Korea exhibitions are hosting the largest number of companies to date as the market continues to grow. Nearly 600 firms from both home and abroad were in attendance, including the commonly dubbed K Trio: LG Energy Solution, Samsung SDI, and SK On. According to SNE research, their combined market share came to just over 20% in January this year, with all three recording year-on-year growth. But with Chinese battery firms beginning to take bigger portions of the pie, South Korean companies are upping their game. LG Energy Solution showcased mid-nickel NCM batteries that have a reduced proportion of nickel.
Nickel is a rare resource, so reducing the amount of nickel that's used helps to lower costs.
Other than lowering costs to match their cheaper counterparts, firms are also diversifying their portfolios. Samsung SDI plans to start mass production of their all-solid battery, which boasts a longer lifespan and endurance in 2027, leading to safer EVs with longer running times. SK On has jumped into the lithium iron phosphate battery market, with LFP batteries having a high power density that makes them ideal for EVs.
LFP batteries don't typically perform as well in low temperatures, but our new Winter Pro LFP battery has improved on those weaknesses.
Despite lagging global EV sales, companies are finding ways to keep the momentum going. With commercialization of these advanced technologies yet to hit the market, there's still much room for growth.
What an interesting lineup. And Hye-ryeon, but other than research and development of new tech, what else can be done to foster the EV battery market?
Well, Jung-min, a key reason that's often cited for the lagging EV market is the lack of charging infrastructure. But on Wednesday, the South Korean government unfolded its plans to install thousands of new EV charging ports, so 450,000 of them will be available by the end of this year. Another issue is the strict regulations of the Inflation Reduction Act, which rules out battery components manufactured or assembled by an FEOC such as China. But 84% of lithium hydroxide used in making South Korean batteries is imported from China, as are other key minerals needed in its production. There's a real need for firms to diversify their supply chains.
And other than EV sales, are there any other factors that could affect the battery market in the days to come?
So aside from the Inflation Reduction Act in the States, the EU has also implemented battery regulations starting in mid-February. But procedural aspects mean that companies are likely to feel the effects kicking in starting next year, as the EU establishes requirements for sustainability, safety, and labeling of batteries, as well as end-of-life management. The K Trio have a market in Europe, so they're affected to next year.
All right, thanks for your report today, Hye-ryeon.
Thank you for having me, Jung-min.